So, it's another Friday night. And I'm doing the same thing I did last weekend.
I saw a TikTok, I think like 2 days ago, that made me so sad. You just talked about crying at episodes of the Kardashians.
Yeah. Did you cry at a TikTok?
This almost
that's my nightly routine.
You do that often? I've never cried at TikTok before.
Oh my God. It could be, I think I have like a disorder where like if I see someone crying, I cry.
You cry. Okay.
Whether it's happy tears, sad tears, like it's just weird.
But I was scrolling through TikTok. I saw this girl pop up and it just like broke my heart. So she basically was just like a video of this girl. She's like in bed, skincare clearly done. And she's just like, hey, like, you know, I am again. It's another Friday night with no plans. And she was basically just like talking about how her past few weeks, like she hasn't hung out with anyone. She works from home. Like she doesn't see anyone. And she just was like, I want to post this like so that if anyone else sees it, they know that like they're not alone if they feel like this too. But she was like, I feel like I always see people out with their friends. I see people doing things and like everyone thinks that that's normal, but they don't realize that there are people out there like me who spend their weekends not doing anything with no plans. And she's like, and not because I want to be alone, but because I don't have anyone. And she's like, I just wish I had a group of girlfriends. I wish I had a group. And she was like, I just feel like your mid-20s are just so lonely sometimes. Like you're stuck between, you know, your college friends and like your work friends, but also like not quite at the point of having a family yet. And she was just like bawling her eyes out. And I like started crying because I was like, oh,
girl. As I dropped my phone.
Yes.
I saw the same exact
You saw
TikTok.
the same one?
Yeah.
You're on TikTok too much. Every time I bring up a TikTok video, Abby's like, oh, I watched that one, you know, 5 minutes ago. That's like, I can't.
Wait, didn't she say in the video that she was moving? So she didn't feel like it was worth making.
So exactly. Something. So she's like in the comments. So anyway, she's like bawling her eyes out. She's like, your mid-20s are so lonely. Like I wanted just to get on here and say that. And in her comment section, she mentions that because a lot of people were being really sweet and really supportive. And the video got like millions and millions of views and everyone was being so sweet, being like, let's hang out. Like I'm looking for friends too, like blah, blah, blah. And she mentioned, she's like, I'm going to be moving soon. So I don't really see the point in making like a group of friends only to move in a few weeks. But she lives in Charlotte right now, North Carolina. And I don't know where she's moving to. Anyways, it was very sad. And I remember seeing it and I was like, oh, like I feel horrible. And I like just like got all my feels. And then I clicked on her page because obviously she was just like a random girl and it was just like kind of like a random video. So I figured it was just some like girl that just got on there and started like talking. And all of a sudden I realized I click on her page, she's 1.2 million followers. And I was like, not expecting that. Like I was expecting to click on her page and it to be some random girl that popped on my like random For You page on TikTok and for it to be someone with like 20 followers or something. But this girl had 1.2 million. And I remember being like, wait, but like, how could someone that is like quote unquote famous that has 1.2 million people, like million people that are literally following her be crying about the fact that she doesn't have any friends or anyone to spend any time with? And I think like it just kind of weirdly hit me all of a sudden. I was like, wait, like our generation is so crazy. Like we have people that like have millions of people that literally follow them and want to hear about their lives and comment on all their videos, who feel like so alone and feel like they don't even have like a single friend. And then we have people that have like, you know, 100 followers and have like a huge group of friends. And like, it really just goes to show that I think like social media is just so like inaccurate and things are not the way that they look. And we all think that like someone else has it better. Like if I were to see that girl, like I would think like, oh my God, she must have it all. She must have like a million friends. Like she has all these followers. I'm sure she has a bunch of like cool like PR deals. And deep down, like you don't know what someone's going through. And like, I just thought that was crazy.
Yeah. Well, at first I think there's always the argument of like, are they an influencer? Are they a celebrity? Like how many TikTok followers do you have to be considered a celebrity? Like I would consider the D'Amelios celebrities at this point.
Yes.
Like they have 100 million followers, but 100 whatever 1 point whatever million followers is a shit ton of people. But I feel like TikTok has, you know, this is the first platform that has really made it easy to go viral and your whole life can change literally overnight.
True.
Like all it takes is one video and your whole life is completely changed for the better, maybe, financially at least. But she was probably just a normal girl like me and you. I don't know when she blew up,
Posting
but 6 months ago. Like she, just because you have people following you from like all over the world or the country doesn't mean that like in her hometown, like there's people that are lining up to be her friend.
Right. Which I completely agree with. But like there's this weird part of you that feels like maybe that is what it would mean. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like I just feel like you think of like, even in high school, back when like Facebook was a thing or whatever, like I feel like everyone was like, if you have a lot of Facebook friends, like you're popular. Like there was like this weird, like, and obviously we were so young and like dumb. And that was when Facebook was brand new. And I probably only had like, 100 friends. Anyways.
Did you have MySpace?
No, I missed the
neither.
MySpace. My mom was like, no
allowed.
MySpace.
Same.
Which I'm thankful for that. There was no need. There was no need for
creepy.
me to be on MySpace. Like
I just wanted,
there was a
like
reason.
top 8 friends or something.
That was toxic. MySpace like created some serious issues. I'm pretty sure MySpace is probably the root of a lot of people's anxiety to this day. Like a lot of people's like imposter syndrome, it can all be traced back to MySpace.
That's why everyone's trying to be the best friend.
But like it's true. Like I think everyone thinks of it like you associate like at a young age. At least I did in my high school. It's like a teeny tiny high school, and like, oh, like this girl has like a lot of friends on Facebook. Like a lot of people want to be friends with her. Like she must be cool. Like whatever. But like that probably wasn't even the case back then. It's just like a mental thing that you see someone with all these followers. You see someone that seems like they have all this stuff and they actually might be lonely. So I just thought that was interesting, like sad, but like interesting, because I think it just goes to show that like, I know we say this all the time, but like what you see on social media really isn't the truth. And I've met some of the happiest people like that have 50 followers on Instagram and haven't posted since 2013. And then I've met some people like that that are not happy. And I've met people that have millions of followers that are so happy and love what they do, and people that have millions of followers that are super lonely. And like, it's just like, I think it really is like what you make of it. And also like, I just think when we're choosing to comment on people's videos, we need to remember that the person's video is a real person, and they might not be like as happy and like put together as they seem like they are.
I'm really curious to see where she's moving. I feel like it'll be like either LA or Texas.
Hopefully not Boston. People here aren't nice. Like
I know.
Yeah. Like if people in Charlotte aren't being nice, people in Boston ain't going to be nice.
That's
personal
true.
opinion. We'll be nice. If you move here, we'll be nice. But we literally started a Facebook group, free plug, because of the fact that people in Boston are not nice.
Yeah, we only have like 7,000 people. No big deal.
No big deal. What I will say, those Bostonians, they hit you straight. You know what I mean?
do.
There's no fakeness. There's no like, oh, like, I feel like in LA, people are like, oh, let's do lunch. Haha. Like, no intentions of getting lunch. If someone in Boston is like, let's hang out, like, I feel like they're going to hang out with you.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I do think though that where you live can have a huge factor on your social life.
Yeah.
Because in LA, there's, even though it's so shitty that people are shitty and they are probably just using you, there's so many more opportunities.
I mean, like, even though in LA, like, it's horrible and it's shitty and people are using you and it's just like the worst place, but
but they have a lot of amazing opportunities to meet people, to
Yes,
network, to
that's true.
get invited to cool things. And I feel like, especially in Boston, like, and Charlotte, it's not really like a
hub for networking.
Yeah, it's not like a hub for influencers. And I feel like she's probably one of, I mean, I don't know any other influencers in Charlotte, but I feel like it's easier to connect with people that are doing the same thing as you.
True.
So like, unless she had, like, obviously, like, you have friends through all walks of life. Like, you have your childhood friends, school friends, college friends, post-grad friends, work friends, whatever friends. I'm sure she does have some friends, but maybe just not in Charlotte. I think it's easier to make friends when you're like surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded to you. Like, I feel like it's like when you're looking for a guy, like if you want to attract a guy that golfs and what's another hobby? Golfs and skis and like does like cool shit. Like, you need to put your.
Did you just pick out both the mystery man's hobbies? That's just not what I needed.
That's all I could think of. That's all I could think of. You need to go to places where you're gonna find people like that.
Okay.
Which Mr. I don't know where I found him, but
so just like take up golfing and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
They always say if you want to meet a guy, don't go to the bar, go to the library. I haven't tried it.
Or the Peter Millar store in Seaport. Just walk by a million times.
Yeah,
That's where all the
the new bookstore they opened up in Beacon Hill.
bookstore.
It's so pretty. I want to take you there. It's beautiful. No, but I completely agree with you. I didn't even think about that. Like, even for us doing this podcast, like, okay, so we have 9 to 5 jobs. So we can like relate to like our friends who have 9 to 5 jobs. And we have work friends that we can relate to. And we have like, you know, friends in our friend circle that we can relate to. But like, if you're like a full-time influencer, I know that sometimes I give full-time influencers shit, but like, I genuinely mean this. I didn't even think until this second, like, it could be lonely sometimes because you're not going into an office. You're basically working from home every day.
Yep.
And it's not like you're interacting with people. Like, even if you're working from home, like, you're on Zoom with people all day long. So like, you're really just doing your influencer journey. And as much as like you have followers, you don't have like, you're not really interacting with them a ton unless like you're just replying to one of their comments being like, thanks so much, babe Illy. Like, you're not spending time with them. So it could actually be really isolating and lonely.
Yeah, and like all of your 9 to 5 friends are working during the day. So what are you doing? You're making content during the day yourself.
By yourself. You're literally by yourself all day. I didn't even think about that. Okay, well, new level of respect for people that.
I know. Do that.
Yeah.